I have no idea if it is just me, but it seems as a lot of people in my life are putting skiing aside. Many decided not to renew their passes for this season. Some people may argue that the ski industry is cooked. Now I got two answers for this one. One is the short answer, and the other is the more complicated answer. So the short answer is, yes, the skiing industry is cooked. You should look for a different hobby instead and stay the fuck off of I-70. Thank you. If you want the more complicated answer, continue watching. What is happening, everybody? I hope y'all are having a happy Friday. This Friday is a happy Friday because the NFL regular season has officially kicked off. And as we all know, football season is the gateway to ski season. Now, speaking of ski season, let's talk about the status quo of the ski industry. Now, this video has already been done a couple of times by other content creators. So, to not have redundancy, I will take a different approach to this topic. Skiing was always viewed as a luxurious sport, where if you participate in it, it means you are financially well off. Now there is definitely some truth to it, as by no means it is a cheap sport, but there are a lot of workarounds when it comes to the expenses. Even people who aren't considered high class still find a way to enjoy it. Skiing may be an expensive sport, but you can make it affordable if you play your cards right. I am not going to go deep into all the expenses and costs of skiing, as I'm going to reserve that for another video topic in the future. The thing you have to realize is every hobby is expensive, no matter what hobby you decide to do, and skiing is definitely no exception. A hobby always requires you to invest in yourself so you can have a more enjoyable experience doing that hobby. When people decide to stop skiing, it doesn't necessarily mean the ski industry is cooked. It just means those people no longer want to participate or invest in that hobby and focus their time and resources towards other things. I will be honest, I am not a huge fan of the direction the ski industry is going, as it is becoming more corporatized, and it feels like there are a lot more hoops I have to go through to do the sport than in the past. With that being said, I don't let those things get in the way of me participating in that hobby. The reality I have to accept is a lot of people are finding joy in the sport as well, and because of that, it means it is going to be more crowded on the mountains, traffic is going to be worse getting to the mountain, and the cost of a season pass is going to be more expensive. At the end of the day, the world does not revolve around anyone. In fact, we revolve around the sun every 365.25 days. With all jokes aside, not really jokes, just facts that sound like jokes, nobody is entitled to uphill access. Nobody is entitled to have the runs to themselves. Really nobody is entitled to anything. The ski industry, keyword industry, needs a community in order to function. Vail and Alterra need to sell enough passes each season in order to be able to run their lifts and pay their employees and keep their mountains going. I know it sucks. It seems like there is new bullshit we have to put up with each year, whether it is worse traffic, new rules, etc. Here in Colorado, the Floyd Hill project has become a huge obstacle to getting up to the mountains, as the construction is always slowing down traffic. Hopefully when it is all done it will pay off, but there is no guarantee it will. I honestly would prefer if they just invested in rail infrastructure so we could get more people out of cars, as cars are the least efficient way of moving massive amounts of people. But hey, it would be a pretty fucking boring country if our leadership actually had common sense. But I digress. I guess the key takeaway for all of this is, if the bullshit is too much for you to want to participate in the hobby, it really just means you don't enjoy the hobby that much. If you enjoy the hobby, you will be willing to bend over backwards to do it. I literally did a whole ass day trip to Steamboat last February on the Saturday of a holiday weekend. The drive and the lines were a fucking nightmare, but the risk paid off. as I got to ski some of the best POW I have skied in my entire life. To add even more insult to injury, I did the whole drive with a fucking screw in my tire, as I wasn't going to let some bullshit stop me from having a good time. Skiing is all about the journey, not the destination. I get to tell people not only did I get to ski fantastic POW, but I get to tell them how much of an adventure it was to get to it. I'll just do these trees. I know I was being sarcastic at the beginning of the video, but the ski industry is far from being cooked. If anything, I would say the opposite. It is actually booming. The reason why Vail and Alterra are charging record prices for their passes is because people are willing to pay it. The affordability of the Epic and Icon passes bring in a lot more people to the resort, hence why there is so much traffic on I-70 and why there are long lift lines. All of those things show signs of a thriving ski industry. The traffic, the ski passes, the lines, etc. are all the price you pay to have quality ski patrol, avalanche patrol, grooming, efficient lift rides, etc. And those things would literally cease to exist if the market wasn't there. Anyway, thank you all for listening to me yap today, and cheers to another amazing ski season. Thank you all for watching. Leave your feedback down below, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.